Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is 7.5 Notes on Rhombi and Squares. Objectives to be able to recognize and apply the properties of rhombi and squares, determine whether quadrilaterals are rectangles, rhombi, or squares. So, let's break this down a little bit more. Properties of rhombi and squares. A rhombus is a parallelogram with all four sides equal in length, congruent. A rhombus has all properties of a parallelogram and two additional characteristics described below. If a parallelogram is a rhombus, then the diagonals are perpendicular, aka they create a 90-degree angle. If a parallelogram is a rhombus, then each diagonal bisects a pair of opposite angles. Let's break those two concepts down a little bit more. If the parallelogram is a rhombus, then the diagonals are perpendicular, and it creates this 90-degree angle. So we have ourselves a little parallelogram. We draw in these diagonals. If these two diagonals cross each other at a 90-degree angle, then our parallelogram is a rhombus. That means all four of those intersections, all four of those angles are 90-degree angles. The second part of it is, if a parallelogram is a rhombus, then each diagonal bisects a pair of opposite angles. So this diagonal, it bisects the angles. So this red angle is equal to that red angle, this purple is equal to that purple, blue is equal to blue, pink is equal to pink. Let's look at a few problems here. Determine the following parallelogram is a rhombus given the following information. So looking at all this information, we're looking at all the angles here. 51, 51, 39, 39, 51, 51, 39, and 39. Well, all the angles, they all match up to each other. So it looks like this parallelogram is a rhombus, so I would circle A. Now what if you're not given all the other angles? Well, to help determine to see if this is a right angle right here, even though it might not look it very well could be a right angle. So to do that and verify that, we know there's 180 degrees inside of a triangle. So that means this angle up here, 39 degrees, and this angle down here, 51 degrees, they have to add up to 90 degrees, because 90 degrees plus 90 degrees is 180. So 51 plus 39, well, that is 90 degrees. So 90 plus 90 gets us 180. So the following parallelogram is a rhombus. Now look at this problem. The following figure is a parallelogram. However, is it a rhombus? Well, to figure out if it's a rhombus, another little fact that we need to know is that if we have two adjoining sides, meaning two sides that are right next to each other in a parallelogram, then it is a rhombus. So if this is 12 feet and this is 12 feet, that means it is a rhombus, this parallelogram. Alright, let's look at this one. The following parallelogram is a rhombus. So we're being told that it is a rhombus. That means this side and this side are the same lengths. Find the value of x that will confirm that it's a rhombus. Well, since they're the same length, that means they are equal to each other. So it'll be 2x plus 112 is equal to 168. We subtract 112 from both sides of the equal sign, and then divide by 2, doing all our inverse operations like we've been doing for a long time. 168 minus 112 gets us 56, and 56 divided by 2 gets us 28. So the answer to this one is x equals 28. Now let's do this next one. Determine if the following parallelogram is a rhombus given the following information. So looking at this following information here, this guy and this guy, they do match up. These match up, these match up, and these also match up. So it all looks good. However, we also need to check to see if that's a 90-degree angle there, because it also has to meet that condition too. So we do that by with the 180 degrees We do 33 plus 58, which gets us 91. 91 plus 90 gets you 181. So it does not equal 180 degrees. Since it doesn't equal 180 degrees in that triangle, the following parallelogram is not a rhombus, because it needs to be all matching angles, and it also has to meet that 90-degree angle mark. I also got another one. 58, 58, 33, 33, 57, 58, 35, and 33. Huh. Well, not all these angles match up. This is a difference down here. 57 and 58, 35 and 33. They also don't match. So the following parallelogram is not a rhombus. 94 and 95. Well, those two are supposed to be the same. Since they're not the same, the following is not a rhombus. Because remember, a rhombus has to require all four sides to have the same length. The following parallelogram is a rhombus, so we're being told it is a rhombus, so we set those equal to each other. So we got 4x plus 116 is equal to 184. Do your inverse operations. You solve for x, so 184 minus 116 gets you 68. 68 divided by 4 gets you 17, so x equals 17. Alright, this last one's a little bit tougher. We have to graph our picture here. So A is negative 10, 0. So I plot a point at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At negative 10, 0, that's one coordinate. My coordinate B is negative 4, 0.